Edward Daniel Popinski, formerly known as EDP, was set up. Yes, people, he was set up. He's a method actor, and a casting company seeing his unbelievable work in the Maybe Next Year, the movie that where they took clips out of his YouTube videos and they put it in their movie, and they were so impressed with it, they called him up, and they were like, we're gonna have you do this and just go along with it. But here's the problem, Edward Daniel Popinski. You say you have no emails because you deleted them all. Okay, that's fine. But here's the problem, Edward Daniel Popinski. There's no casting company gonna look at your work in your YouTube videos and see that you're an actor. There's no casting company gonna take a look at you and see that you're an actor. You got this idea, whatever, from Skeeter Jean's video, To Catch a Predator, because he does these predator stings, and they caught somebody in the same manner you got caught, but they actually had evidence on the perp like they had evidence on you. So you figured, I could use this to my advantage with the AI voice and the questions that actually lined up perfect with your answers to suit your narrative. You thought that you were going to be able to convince somebody. I mean, this is like something that a 12-year-old would think when they got grounded by their parents and they came up with this concocted plan that we might be able to get away with it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, Edward Daniel Popinski. You need to realize this. You fucked up. You fucked up, Edward. You fucked up big time. And you're trying to scurry it. I don't blame you. I mean, what you did, allegedly, and I don't know the whole story. Someone said he did this prior to that, but what you did allegedly is disgusting and repulsive. And his career's been over. He's canceled on the internet. He's got his own website. And I went on his website today. Listen, I've never watched ADP. I just didn't care. Every football fan has their own way of dealing with losses. And he basically was just like everybody else. I thought he embellished a little bit and like raged on purpose to make it look good, but whatever. So I really didn't care. I don't hate ADP. I could care less, to be honest with you. But this story that he came out and said that a casting company agency wanted him to do this movie because they were so impressed with his work when they just basically took clips out of his YouTube videos and threw it in a movie called Maybe Next Year for the Philadelphia Eagles, where he wasn't even acting, but he's a method actor. It's ridiculous. And like I said, it's something a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old boy would come up with when they're young and say, maybe we'll say this and mom and dad will think, you know what I'm saying, bro? You just got to come clean. You did something fucked up. And, I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, for anyone to believe this, they have to be a hardcore fan of yours. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Edward Daniel Popinski, EDP, formerly known as EDP. And the reason I'm making this video is because I seen some guy, what the fuck's his name? Penguins. Some guy Penguins. I don't know, fucking Penguins. He sits on a fucking chair. Well, I seen a video one time. He says, whatever, cockroaches. Anyway, I seen him make a video on it, so I did a little investigating, and I said to myself, very intriguing. Could this be authentic? But then I remembered the video by Skeeter Jean where they ensnared somebody in their own predator sting. They had evidence on the guy, and they told him, hey, he's a tranny, the guy. And he says, hey, why don't you come down and we're going to put you in this like the FUBU shoe for Kmart. And he bought it, hook, line, and sinker. So you were thinking in your mind, maybe I could sell this. And all the answers to your questions on that AI voice that people said sounded like Obama, to me it didn't, but whatever, lined up perfectly with the narrative that you were set up. EDP. I understand your life's crumbling around you. And honestly, I think you do have a right to work on a website or whatever, get a job. He can't even get a job anymore. His life's basically over. But here's the problem. I know you have an arsenal of weapons, and I don't think you should have those weapons right now in your condition. If you're looking to sell those weapons, I'd like to know if you still have them, because those weapons are nice, and I'm always looking to upgrade my arsenal. So that's my thing. I want to know if you want to. I don't think you should have weapons in the condition you're in right now, because your life is spiraled out of control. I mean, it really is. And there's no telling what could happen when someone's life is spiraling out of control like this. So if you want to sell those weapons, why don't you sell those instead of all this other memorabilia that's worthless? I mean, who the fuck's going to buy an EDP fucking shirt? Who the fuck's going to buy anything that EDP? Well, no one wants to buy your memorabilia. It's not like you're someone famous. You made a few YouTube videos that fucking Eagles fans like. You got in some fucking Eagles Mania video, and there's no casting company wanting you. If you want to sell your guns, make a fucking video and people will buy them. That's how you get money. Anyway, EDP, or Edward Daniel Popinski, you fucked up big time. What you got on you, you got a label right now that you got to wear for the rest of your life, unless you can prove innocence. And it doesn't look like you will be able to. So, maybe you should hire an attorney and try to prove innocence, but don't look good for you. Anyway.